Wow, look at the tiles. Even the tiles on the outside of the buildings have so many artistic details. Cool. Wow, I've never been to this place when it's not filled with hundreds or thousands of people. Look at it. Hello friends, here we are at 故宫博物院, the National Palace Museum here in Taipei.
This museum hosts the imperial art collections straight from the palaces of many emperors from the Qing and Ming dynasties. Although there are many national treasures here, tourists especially come to see a dynamic duo,
A priceless pair,
an incomparable couple,
the cabbage.
and the meat. Let's go.
Here we are in a room full of masterpieces of precious crafts, where we get to see the emperor's curios. This is made with one piece of ivory, one elephant tooth. Look, continuous carving. It's totally incredible.
These are the Emperor's curio boxes filled with toys, the most intricately carved toys I've ever seen.
These are among the most precious ceramics in the whole collection. Notice the powdery bluish green that resemble the color of the sky after the rain. No one has been able to reproduce this color in the kiln ever again. And doesn't it bring you a sense of serenity when you look at them?
Not only do we see centuries of Chinese artistic and technical development in these ceramics, we also see elements inspired by other cultures.
This is the exhibition space that showcases two national treasures from the museum's collection on rotation. One of the two treasures is a 1,000-year-old letter written on the paper from Chen Xintang, a famous Anhui papermaker, praising the paper's quality. It's still smooth and white even after its original production 1,000 years ago. Notice how on many works of calligraphy and painting, there are these seals. It's actually a common practice for collectors to put their seals on works in their collections. One seal that can be seen in majority of works in this museum belonged to Emperor Qianlong, who reigned for over 60 years and was an avid collector who often would write poetry on paintings that inspired him. Not only did they have exhibitions on art objects, they also had an exhibition on the history of the museum itself.
So we learned that in February of 1949, thousands of crates of art were brought over to Taiwan from two national palace museums in mainland China. They were kept in storehouses built into the mountain under top security before moving here in 1965 to what's now the National Palace Museum in Taipei. So, we've looked at the entire first and second floor, and we have seen no cabbage and no meat. It's got to be on the third floor.
这里啦，菜在这里，这里，哎，菜在这里。
The 菜。
啊，这里怎么都没有人？肉呢？肉呢？
对啊，在南越呢。哦。哎，要不要跟他们说南越是什么？
One thing we didn't explain before is that the National Palace Museum now have two branches, one in the north and one in the south of Taiwan. And we're currently in the one in Taipei. Turned out the piece of meat is in the southern branch.
Well, guys, the game is afoot. This is turning out to be a two-part adventure. We might have to give you part 2 on another day. Hope this was fun, though.
So what's your favorite today?
Probably the spheres inside of spheres. The hollow
Curious?
spheres.
The Emperor's toy?
The Emperor's toy, excuse me. The level of craftsmanship, especially from so many hundreds of years ago, is really amazing to see in person. What about you?
Well, my favorite must be these ruyao that resemble, the color resembles the sky after rain.
I think we should include a shot of the sky blue right here. Go.
And I need to say something. This is only a fraction of the entire collection of this museum. The rest of it has been stowed away deep in the mountains. And after all that, I'm ready to go have some dinner. And to see what we're having, don't forget to check out Yummy Gap Year, link below. By the way, have you noticed that there's actually a third person filming this video right now? Unusual for us, isn't it? This person actually appears many times in the video that you just watched. Tell us how many times you can spot him. And if you like our video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.